Welcome back to Awful Movie Reviews.
You woke me up to tell me that?
This week's movie is The Eye Creatures, or Attack of the Eye Creatures. You can tell a movie's gonna be bad when the studio couldn't even be bothered to change that mistake, and my guess was 100% on the spot, because The Attack of the Eye Creatures is the definition of an awful movie.
I think I'm going to be sick.
But just before we get going, if there's a bad movie you'd like me to review, just leave me a comment down below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to never miss out on another bad movie review every Friday and cult horror movie review every Tuesday.
I realized that civilization itself may depend on it.
This is a TV color remake of a British science fiction film called Invasion of the Saucermen, which overall was quite mediocre. In fact, I found out that a lot of the same dialogue is used.
But this is different, it's big!
It's a big pile of trash, if that's what you mean. Remaking a movie that was bleh to begin with is one thing, but making it even worse, that's something else. It's a terribly lazy and effortless film. All they did was film it in color, change the actors, the alien costumes, and then slap a lousy title.
Well, that does it.
It presents itself as a horror, comedy, and science fiction movie. It's about as scary as watching Dora the Explorer, and it's about as funny as staring at a doorknob for hours.
Enough with the jokes, Lieutenant.
It pretty much follows the same premise as the original. A flying saucer which looks like a white Oreo cookie lands in the backwoods of a small town with its alien passengers causing chaos. But this time the extraterrestrials look different. They look like monstrous Michelin men with eyes everywhere.
In my days we were content with pink elephants, but kids these days...
The costumes are okay, to be fair, but they don't appear that often, and half of the time they're shot from behind a bush or from behind the leaves, so I couldn't see them clearly, and they don't do much, they just walk around. The aliens aren't putting up much of a fight because they only kill one person during the whole flick, not much of a successful invasion in my view. It's no surprise that the director behind this gigantic catastrophe was Larry Buchanan. He was kind of like a beta version of guys like Ed Wood or Coleman Francis, because he just couldn't stop making atrocious movies. What I found even more surprising is that he nicknamed himself the Schlockmeister. At least he was self-aware that he had no talent in the industry, but I would never brag about it. If that was me, I would never proudly wear it on my back that all I make are shitty productions.
Makes you proud, doesn't it?
Weird flex, but okay. But getting back to the movie itself, it's no secret that it's an awful mess. It's a crime to humanity. The script is like used toilet paper, the characters are bland and so boring, the acting isn't even worthy of being called acting, and the film was so low budget they couldn't even afford a good camera to shoot with. The grainy production makes the film look like it's about to dissolve.
Well, at least I tried.
Which would have been better, because I couldn't stand watching this. It was torture. Back in my review of Plan 9 from Outer Space, I said that the day and night contrast was very bad. But here, since it's in color, it's even worse. One shot is in full daylight, and the very next one in pitch black. At the beginning, there's a sequence where two workers use the satellites to spy on young teenagers kissing each other, and they're really into it. Isn't that the creepiest thing to do? The cringing scale also went crazy when I was watching those scenes where an old farmer rushes out of his old house with a loaded shotgun every time a car dares to drive by his place. What's this guy's problem? I swear that he's out to shoot those kids. Somebody please arrest him.
I'm just thinking how Carl will feel when I put him on exhibition as the world's first victim of a spaceman.
Nope, that's not cold-blooded at all. The guy's reaction after hearing about his friend being killed is to crack jokes about him. Fair enough. And I'm also giving this movie an award for presenting the least secure police station I've ever seen in a movie. So secure that the two lead teenagers who were brought into the police station for questioning just gently slip out and run away. And even steal a cop car without anyone noticing. Great work, people. Great work. So there you have it. All the proof in the world that The Eye Creatures is some of the worst and most inept stuff out there, which is why I'm gonna give it my classic treatment. What an awful movie.